Wednesday, April 5th, 4:28 p.m. New York time, U.S. stock markets close. We're past the halfway mark of this week. This week also has a holiday this Friday, which has the U.S. stock market close. So that kind of gives a bullish bias perspective. We also are inside the first week of the new month, which is also into the second quarter of the year now. Yep. So the next few days, expect a lot of shifting, rotation out of bad stocks and in good stocks, because that's the beginning of the session of the new quarter. Well, let's do the weekly charts. Identify, did we already break above or still inside the range of the prior week? S&P 500. Yep, we broke above, new high, breaking above last week's high. That's good. Very nice. We're still inside this wedge, and we're at the top of the wedge where there was a supply zone, a lot of sellers before. NASDAQ 100, new high for the year. It's back inside the range again last week. Dow Jones Industrial Average also took out the high of last week and it's still above that. Dow Transports, it's stuck inside the range of last week. Dow Utilities took out the high of last week. Big body, very strong. Again, this stock index is high dividends, high paying dividend companies. When people think the stock market's going to slow down in growth and they want to be in investments that have high yields. Russell 2000 did take out the last week's high, and now it's red, almost below last week. Very bearish. Right off the bat, we already see just the stock indexes alone. Who's the good performers? Took out last week's high. All three of these on top. That's relative to Dow Utility. But who's still green? Well, Dow Utilities and the Dow Industrial Average. Dow Industrial Average is very diversified, including some of these. So that's not a healthy market when you see the Dow Utilities in the leadership. No, it's usually the NASDAQ 100. Again, the week's not over yet, but just today alone, be the middle of the week. Interesting that some of them are still struggling. Let's go into the 11 sectors. Yeah, there's 11 sectors inside the S&P 500. We'll go in order from the largest one to the smallest one. XLK. Yep, made a new high. Took out the last week's high, a new high for the year. XLV. Wow, new high. Took out the high of last week. Big body. Very bullish. Interesting. Big turnaround for the healthcare. And XOF Financials. Yep. Took out the high of last week. Back inside that range. Very small. Again, very bearish. XLY stuck inside that range. XLC, new high. Took out the high of last week, coming into this zone, supply zone. XLI, it did take out the high of last week and then it rejected it and came back in. Big red candle. That's not healthy. XLP, new high. Nice. Took out the high of last week. Yep. Going to look like retest the high of this year. XLE, well, it's red.